Hey, what's up guys? It's Fantastic Films here today, and I'm back with another pickups video. It's been a while. I picked up a lot of Blu-rays. Haven't done any Blu-ray hunting videos. I've just been busy with friends and like making other types of videos, reviews, like a short film even. If you saw that, it's really good. Definitely check it out. But I am super excited to show you what I got. So without further ado, let's see what I've picked up. So first up, we got The Day After Tomorrow. I actually just watched this with a friend of mine today. It was decent. It was like another disaster movie, but it had Jake Gyllenhaal, which is the only reason I picked it up. The director, Roland Emmerich, he made like Independence Day and a couple other movies like White House Down and stuff like that. He's just like an okay director. He's not amazing. He's just like okay. But this was definitely my favorite film of his because it's just Gyllenhaal and like Dennis Quaid, is really good in this. So definitely a decent movie, just not amazing. Next up, we got Insomnia, Christopher Nolan, one of his earlier films. I'm super excited to have this. Shout out to my boy Mike Ziv. He bought me this just for no reason, just because he's an awesome person. So Mike, if you're watching this, thank you. But yeah, Insomnia, I haven't seen this yet, but I really, really want to. And Al Pacino, Robin Williams, I mean, you can't go wrong there. Then we got Unbroken on Steelbook, and this is honestly one of my favorite movies of all time. It's just such an inspiring story. The performances are all amazing. It's like a war movie and a drama and like a true story, of course, and directed by Angelina Jolie. So this movie is honestly amazing. I'm just gonna show you. I'll show you like the Steelbooks because they're like super beautiful. But there's a spine. The back is amazing. I got this at Bill Moose for like $10, and they had this other steelbook there for Unbroken, which is weird. They made like two steelbooks, and the other one was like all white. It was super boring, but this looks really, really good. So definitely super excited to have this because one, it's a steelbook, and two, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. Then we got Get Out, and this is also one of my favorite movies of all time. I just saw this recently, and it was amazing. It completely blew my mind. I'm not usually a huge fan of horror movies. I like the well done ones, the good ones that have like a good storyline, good characters, and of course like good scares. But most of them just aren't. Most horror movies tend to be bad. But the ones that are good, I'll always definitely check them out. And Get Out, Jordan Peele from Key and Peele is amazing. And this is honestly a genius movie. Definitely deserves an A+, like for me, my personal opinion. But this movie is just amazing. And next up, we got the Rush Hour trilogy from Brett Ratner. I've only seen the first one since I picked it up, and it was like okay. I've heard people say that the second one is like really funny, so I'm definitely excited to check this out. But the artwork is like so nice. It's designed by the same people who make Mondo Steelbooks. And for those of you who have seen those or know what that is, you know that the artwork is like really gorgeous. So this is definitely a cool box set, and it also has like 5 discs. So it's got Rush Hour 2 and 3, and then it's got different, like it's got a bonus disc and then a bonus disc of special features. So definitely like a really nice set, way nicer than I thought it was when I picked it up, and only $15, so definitely a steal. Then we got the movie 13 Hours, and this is directed by Michael Bay. I knew that when I got this. I purposely didn't buy this for a while until the price dropped, because when this came out, I was really excited to see it, but then I found out it was Michael Bay. But this is definitely Michael Bay's best movie in my opinion. It's not great. It's like it's like a powerful story, and Michael Bay definitely like honors the people who died in this movie. Overall, it's just kind of like it's okay. It's a lot of like frenetic action. It could have been filmed like much better. Cinematography is amazing, but the action sequences, the way they're filmed, can be kind of confusing. Overall, still a good movie. Glad to have it. So the next 3 are actually Marvel movies. I've saved like my favorites for last because these are all like really good movies in my opinion. So we got Thor Ragnarok. This is brand new. I picked this up the day after it came out, and I really like this movie. I didn't see it in theaters. I saw it afterwards, and I completely binged all the MCU movies. So that was amazing. Really fun experience. Determined that some are really good and some are bad. Some that I didn't like, I ended up really liking, and some that I used to like, I kind of thought were bland. But overall, this is a really fun movie. I think since Thor is such an obscure character, and he's kind of like unrelatable like to humans like on Earth because he's a god and stuff, I think comedy is definitely the best route to take with his character, and to kind of acknowledge the things that seem silly and play it for comedy just really worked for this movie. So this is definitely my favorite Thor movie, and honestly it's one of my favorite MCU movies, so definitely check this out if you haven't seen it. Then we got X-Men Days of Future Past on Steelbook. This was only $3 at Bull Moose. Super excited I picked this up. I actually already owned it, but this movie came with, it was like, since it was so inexpensive, it came with like Japanese discs, so since I already owned it, I just switched it out. But it came with a first class disc, which is really weird. So there's the spine and like the back with the Sentinel. And then when you open it up, you've got, this is the regular American disc. And then you've got an X-Men First Class Japanese disc. I don't know if you can see like the weird writing inside like the plastic there. But if I take out the discs, then you can see the artwork inside is just beautiful. I'm a huge fan of inside artwork on steelbooks. It really means a lot when like the people who make these like put that in. It's like an extra little thing, but really excited that I picked this up. And the last movie I picked up, not many people are a fan of this. I don't really know why. People say it's like stupid and like it feels slow, and people even say it's laughably bad. I really don't get that. I think that's completely arbitrary. I mean, that's just their opinion, but yeah, you know, it's The Incredible Hulk, and I actually already own this, but it came with this slipcover, so I just swapped it out with my friend who I went with, and it's just really nice. Like, it's really rare. Like, the slipcover is super rare. It's lenticular. You got your back there, and of course, it comes with a green case. Overall, I just feel like this movie is so underrated. Edward Norton gives a really good performance in this movie. The action sequences are so well done. When they find Bruce Banner in the village he's staying in, I think it's Kenya or something like that, but there's this amazing like rooftop chase, and it's like these guys are jumping between rooftops and stuff. It's amazing. The music is amazing. It's called like Favala Escape or something. Check it out on Spotify. But overall, I feel like people are way too hard on this movie, and I feel like not enough people have actually seen it and made up their own decisions. People just kind of heard it was bad and were like, oh, I'm not going to watch that because it's a bad movie. Definitely, if you haven't seen this and you're just not seeing it because people are saying it's bad, definitely check this out. This film deserves some serious respect. It's definitely not like an amazing movie, but I think it's definitely one of the better ones of the MCU. So those are all my recent pickups of the last few weeks. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give a like. If you had any comments, questions, ideas, advice, leave it in the comments section down below. I always get back to you guys. And make sure to subscribe. That way I can see you guys soon. Peace.